Hey folks, welcome back to the shop. I need some help today, so get your gloves on and come on, let's work on this Bronco. We've got to fix an emergency brake. All custom stuff, so we got to do custom work. So get your gloves on, come on, let's go. All right, so one of the last things I've got to do underneath here before I start cleaning everything up is put some brackets in for the emergency brake cables. None of these things are for stock deal. So we got to see where these cables are going to fall together right here, and we've got to put our first bracket. So I think this right here will get it. Yep. All right, so somewhere right in there, we can get our first bracket. All right, so some of this stuff right here I go with my flat surfaces again. I tell you, I just don't know what to do. All right, so this is stock stuff right here. We're going to utilize this. I do not have a stock bracket for those cables to go into, so I made this one out of a piece of bracket that was for something else. I don't know. We're going to drill 2 holes right here, run them through that body brace, and then we'll put each cable in here. So now I've got that tape underneath there. Let's go mark where this goes. All right, so here's the bracket that I made, and we know that the cables are going to fall right in there somewhere, and we've got to leave some room. I think that'll work. What these cables are going to do, they're going to go in here like this, and that bracket is going to keep the cable from moving, or the housing from moving, so that the cable will move back and forth. So that's what we're going to do right there. So let's drill through this cross brace, floor cross brace, and then I think I need to drill all the way through it. I don't think that it needs a nut cert. I'm not sure how much pressure is going to be on this. Probably not a lot, but self-tappers or nut cert, I'm kind of scared of. So drilling all the way through, we'll sandwich this in there, and it'll make it like part of that cross brace. So let's just go ahead and do that. It's just a little bit more work. I need a new drill bit. Boy, that drill bit worked great that time. Helps to sharpen them. 1/2 inches across there, 3 inches. Another 1/2 inch for the nut and washers and bracket. So 3.5 inch bolts. See if we can find something. That's gonna be awful close. Let's see if these will work. If not, we gotta go to the store. All right, there's the nuts from the back side. And you can see how the bracket will come through. The bracket is angled just a little bit. There we go. That looks good. Now I'll tighten those up, and that bracket ought to stay there, and then we'll feed the lines through. That's just one piece of the puzzle. And then push them through and hit the clips back in, and then we're good to go. Yeah, boys, I just dropped it. Tune in next week. After I find the clip, we'll put it in. Guys, sometimes it's just not fair. This little clip right here fell when I was trying to put it in here. I didn't hear it fall and hit the ground, but after looking for 2 hours, I swept the whole shop in this area. At least it's clean now. I go inside, get me a couple of peanut butter crackers, explain things to my wife. Susan comes out, and she said, there it goes again. She said, did I hear it hit the ground? Of course I said, no, I did not hear it hit the ground. And that's what bugs me. She said, well, have you looked in your pockets? And actually, I had looked in my pockets. She said, well, look in your pockets again. Guys, it was in my pocket. It fell and it landed in my pocket. It's just not fair. Getting old sucks. But it's in place now. And we'll move on to the next step. At least the shop floor's clean. All right, so the next part, I had to put this washer that I drilled out so that this cable end would go in place. And then I ran the cable down, ran it through the transfer, beside the transfer case. And up into this bracket right here. All right, so now I'm gonna go, I've got to put a bracket to hold the cable in right there, and then I've got to do something to pivot this off of here. And a lot of this is the original OE parts, and some of it is stuff that I've had to make work because some of the other OE parts aren't available, and or I already painted the bottom of the Bronco before I realized that I needed a stud right here. Let's see what the inside looks like. Always something. All right, so the last half of the emergency brake is this pin I put in. Actually, it's a bolt, and it's used to pivot, pull there. So some of this stuff is Bronco, some of it's Spanky built, but it all works perfect. The other little bracket that I built up underneath there. And yep, it's gonna be a really clean driver for those of you that like Broncos. All right. Power lunch. Just to see if any of you guys are still watching, I'm gonna go ahead and give this Bronco a nickname. I'm gonna call it, well, a sticky wicket. The sticky wicket. Which one of you guys is going to be the first one to send me a message that knows what a sticky wicket is? But that is what this Bronco's name is. Sticky wicket. I hope I said that right. All right. One more bite out of this sticky wicket project. So, shifters, transfer case shifter is in, boots on. Now I'm ready to put down some Spanky mat and maybe some carpet insulation. We're gonna put that carpet back in that we built or sewed together in one of the other episodes, the custom carpet that we did for it. And go over to the check-off list and check off a bunch of things we got done today. This is kind of a midweek update on a few things around the shop. So let's go see what else we've got going on. All right, AC, alternators on, belts are on, power steering pumps on, distributors dropped in, timing set, it's running. You saw that in one of the other videos. All the heater hoses and stuff are on. Now I've got to put the radiator in, get it all bolted in, measure for electric fans. Hopefully we've gained a ½ an inch or an inch since the last time I measured it, because right then I only had like 2 1/4 inches, and I really need around 3 inches without having to spend a whole lot of money on a fan. So let me show you a little close-up of the motor. Nice and clean, nothing over the top. It doesn't have a Coyote motor in it or anything like that. It's all old school. GM alternator, GM power steering pump. Got rid of 2 things that would go bad with a Ford, and a GM style HEI ignition. Y'all can laugh if you're a Ford guy all you want to, but if you are a Ford guy, you know the alternators are twice expensive. You know that you got to have a box to run a factory distributor. Those always go bad and leave you stranded. And the old bulky power steering pump that leaks on a Ford. So that's just my 2 cents worth. Just we did leave a Ford motor in it, and it's not a Coyote motor or anything really weird and expensive. It's just a brand new Jasper engine. So time to get the radiator back in it, get the hoses back on it, and start hanging parts. All right, beautiful day outside. Yes, you know I pack them in. So to get one down off the lift, you got to move a few things around. The old 36 parts runner, we have been running parts, buddy. And the old Porsche. Some of you guys don't like the hot rod Porsche, but hey, it's fun to me, and I'm gonna make it fun for you. All right, we're gonna be back on the Impala next week. I've got a surprise in a box right there that just came in, and it's going to really, really be pretty. I'm gonna finish up some of the dash on that, and yep. Well, guys, as always, thanks for stopping by the shop. Thanks for helping me out. Thanks for getting me out of a jam with the sticky wicket. Look that up. Tell me what you think. If you guys have watched all the videos of me building this thing, you'll understand what a sticky wicket is when you see the definition of one. So don't forget to head on over to SpankysHotRods.com, pick you up a couple of summertime shirts. If I see you at a meet and greet or a car show with a Spankys Hot Rods and Customs t-shirt on, I will give you your money back. I promise you, if I see you at a show, you got a shirt on, I'll give you your money back. Now, if you won the shirt, or I gave you the shirt at the show as a door prize or something like that, that doesn't count. It's for you guys that have stepped up to the plate and bought a shirt. I'll either give you a brand new shirt or I'll give you money back. So get on over to SpankysHotRods.com, pick you up some swag, lots of neat stuff over there to look for, lots of giveaways. we're fixing to start some kind of contest or something that I can come up with where I can give stuff away. What else I got to say? That's about it, guys. Now, if you're through watching, then get out in the garage and go build something. See you in the next episode.